I'm Jack Wallington, a garden designer and writer based in London. Gardening and wildlife might not be things that spring to mind when you think of London, but I'm a firm believer that you can grow things in whatever space and with whatever skills you have. Over the years, I've grown herbs, fruit and vegetables in the most unlikeliest of spaces from my one-bedroom flat in South London. Today, I want to share my tips to growing in small spaces, whether you have a tiny patio, a balcony, or even if you're renting. So are you ready to give it a grow? Today what I'm going to be doing is planting up a herb container, and now's a brilliant time of the year to be doing it because plants are widely available from garden nurseries around the country. For the container, I'm going to be using an old drinks bucket, which I happen to have lying around, but you could actually use an old bucket or an old bin, a garden pot, or even an old wooden box. Anything will do really. So most herbs prefer to have full sun, many of them last from year to year. All I'm going to do is drill holes into the pot so that water can drain out, and then use an ordinary multi-purpose peat-free compost. Because most herbs like really good drainage, what I'm going to do is just add in an extra few pieces of broken terracotta pot or crocks just to cover over the drainage holes so that water can get out easily. A good tip is to make the hole big enough so you can double check the size of it with the plant in the pot. Get your fingers like this. Put it around the plant so it holds all the compost in, and you can tip it over, give it a squeeze and a tap. Sometimes the roots are a little bit root bound like this. You can see that they've gone round in a circle, and you might just want to tease those out slightly just to encourage it to root out into the pot. It's as easy as that. Number one is to really think about watering. Watering is key. So whether they like to have drier soil, which some herbs do, so they're quite forgiving if you forget to water, whereas things like mint will like it a bit damper, so give them a bit more. Number two is when you're picking the herbs to eat, pinch out the tops and use the tips of the growing shoots, because then what that will do is cause new shoots to grow out from the leaf joints further down, making the plants bushier, and the bushier the plant, the more herbs you have for picking in future.